ay, ay, riéndome mis amores.
El día que nací yo, ¿qué planeta reinaría?
Ole.
Por donde quiera que voy, qué mala estrella me guía. Ay, maldita, maldita sea, y caiga mi maldición. En lo que tú más deseas, en lo que tú más deseas, en mitad del corazón.
Ole, chiquita.
Que nadie seque tu llanto, que nadie amparo te dé, y que por mí llores tanto, como yo por ti lloré. Que sea tu mayor castigo, que cuando te bese otra, tú estés soñando conmigo. Ay, pero llora como yo lloré la rumba buena.
Llora como yo lloré.
Que sea tu mayor castigo.
Llora como yo lloré.
Que cuando te bese otra,
Llora como yo
tú
lloré.
estés soñando conmigo.
Llora como yo lloré.
Échale guindas al pavo.
Llora como yo lloré.
Que yo le echaré a la pava.
Llora como yo lloré.
Hacer chahuaca muy bien como ya gustame. Sune cuando ve que corona moti seribo. Pone chacheribo mozo como toca mamá digo. Ya yo, ya yo, ya yo. Ah. Ya yo, ya yo, ya yo. Ya yo, ya yo, ya yo. Ah. Oh, oh, oh.
right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Vanilla con Café programming with your DJ here, Salsa Jim, also known as DJ Devo, and I'd like to wish everybody a happy new year, first off the bat, and as you can see, the first edition of this 2021 that I'd like to share with you, and of course, all the best to you guys. I hope you all had a wonderful New Year, spent some quality time with your family, and just enjoying the day. Simple things in life, I guess, is much more meaningful. I wanted to start out these two tracks because I wanted to get into, the rhythm and the sound, the melody of these two tracks that offer. They are like storytelling, kind of like Gowanko, with the vocalist and then the drumming behind it. Very simple drumming, of course, with one or two congas, and just the rhythm that go with it, and it was lovely. So I want to welcome all the listeners coming in and listening to this set. I want to say hello and thank you, Joe Anderson. We got Lala in the house. We also got Hung, who play a wonderful set of his new collection, shopping from the local store. Way to go, brother. Supporting local stores is always a good thing to keep them in business. I want to also welcome Evera, as well as Rumbera and Paula, Angel Vakis, and of course John Moroskin. You guys are tremendous supporter, and I couldn't thank you guys enough. We also have Rachel Norton and also Michael Gilpong from the UK, and Lina, of course, also Tony Mary. Welcome all, and I hope you guys are enjoying the beautiful day, January the 3rd. And as Hung's mentioned, we are all going back to normal tomorrow, Monday, January 4th. Yes, we're back to work, and that is the unfortunate part. So, all right, let's moving on. I'd like to get you guys into some of the cha-cha-cha groove, and let's start off with this beautiful track, Bésame.
Vamos pa' monte. ¡Ojo! ¡Pela fina! Vaya por la guardarraya, muchacho, y dése tranquilo.
See. New Year for a happier, healthier, If you could all press the share button, that'd be wonderful. Bésame. Mango Santa Maria. All right, welcome to Vinilo con Café programming, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first set of 2021, and I hope you guys just love and enjoy that beautiful cha-cha-cha track by Mongo, and the track was called Besame, another edition. But I want to say thank you and welcome a few more listeners. DJ Amos from the UK, just tuning in, as well as Marcos, thank you. And of course Ava, DJ Minis, who is listening and is getting ready for her sets coming up, so be sure to tune in.
Ya se te metió por dentro, no te pierde el movimiento, no te deja echar pa'lante, ni te deja tirar plante y no te deja progresar. Es un espíritu burlón lo que tú tienes, que no te deja progresar, no te conviene. Ya se te metió por dentro, no te pierde el movimiento, no te deja echar pa'lante, ni te deja tirar plante y no te deja progresar. la avenida y caliente. Cuídate, no te conviene. Ay, que no, 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 y no te conviene. Cuídate, no te conviene. Espíritu burlón con tu vacilón.
Welcome in, Sanchi. Happy New Year.
Allá vienen los africanos. Cuídate, no te conviene. Rafi Santi y su conjunto en la avenida está acabando. Cuídate, no
Angel, that's the whole point. As you may or may not aware, Vinilo con Café is all about getting up, passing Sunday. It's the day where you're supposed to be relaxing. And I want to bring that kind of flavor musically to your listening, to your entertainment. Right here, my coffee mug.
te conviene. Quítatelo de encima, no te conviene. Cuídate, no te conviene. Pídele al santo de tu devoción. Cuídate, no te conviene.
As you can see, I'm in my track pants
Cuídate, no te conviene.
in a slumping mode.
Dale, que no te conviene. Cuídate, no te conviene. Es que el ventoso charlatán alabancioso. Cuídate, no te conviene. No conviene. No conviene. Es un espíritu burlón lo que tú tienes. Fíjate, no te conviene. Levántate de la cama y enséñale tus poderes. Ay, que no, 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 y no te conviene, camarada. Cuídate, no te conviene. Ay, Sanseria, la rumba viene. Cuídate, no te conviene. Allá vienen los africanos. Cuídate, no te conviene. No te conviene. Fíjate, no te conviene. Llévate de consejo para que llegues a viejo. Fíjate, no te conviene. No te conviene. Fíjate, no te conviene. Un bochinche en la avenida y caliente. Fíjate, no te conviene. Te puso a la ya no quieres trabajar. Fíjate, no te conviene. Nunca para atrás, siempre para adelante. Fíjate, no te conviene. Oh, Mary, nunca podré olvidarte.
You thought I was gonna sing, eh?
Fuiste noble, pura y sincera, y me diste calor cuando quisiera, sin pensar que este amor tal vez muriera. Por eso no te olvidaré y siempre te recordaré con la misma pasión que te besara aquel día en que me diste tu amor. Oh, merecí, lo llevo en mi corazón. Si supieras, mi morena, lo que siento a él. Si tú supieras, Mercy, cuánto yo te amé. Es que siempre te recuerdo por cosita buena y ahora
Qué buena y qué rica, qué rica y qué buena y qué rica está. Bessie Sánchez Guaracha.
Quieras ver si cuánto yo te amé.
Y si sueltan como es pa' Miami, cosa buena, te aseguro que me iré.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right, the album is from Porfi Jimenez y su orquesta. Vocalist is Chico Salas y Watosi. And there you had it. So today's programming, I forgot to announce that I am playing for you guys some of the records that I may have not played on COVID's party before. And I cannot believe it, but 10 months into it, and I still have yet to play some of these records. Not showing off, but just to say there are a lot of records to go through. And this one in particular, the Porfi Jimenez there, that beautiful track that you just heard, it's sung by Chico Salas y su Watusa. And I believe the track that was called Merci. Yep, that was the track it's all about. And so I am going to play a lot more cha-cha-cha in this set than normally. And that include both the classic cha-cha-cha and, you know, more of the well-known that we could dance to. This next album is from, of course, Mr. Pancho Sanchez. And it's one of my favorite cha-cha-cha track from him. And it's called Sonando.
Sonando para bailar, goza. Mi cha-cha-cha sonando para bailar, goza. Mi cha-cha-cha. Sonando para bailar, goza. Mi cha-cha-cha sonando para bailar, goza. Mi cha-cha-cha. Sonando para bailar, goza. Mi cha-cha-cha sonando para bailar, goza. Mi cha-cha-cha.
Bum, 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 ba. Bum, 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 ba.
Para bailar, goza. Mi cha-cha-cha
Cha-cha-cha, ba.
sonando para bailar, goza. Mi cha-cha-cha.
You are listening to Vanilla con Café. Did I say vanilla? I meant Vinilo. I need more coffee. But this is it. The Sunday edition of Salsa Grooves with Salsa Jim right here on Kobit's Party. And I hope you guys enjoy this beautiful track by Mr. Pancho Sanchez, Sonando. Boom, 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 ta. Boom, 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 ta. Don't forget, we have music almost all day today. That's day 295. And 5 more days before we get the 300. And of course, there's going to be a great event coming up. It's going to be a StreamYard share with all the DJs. That is next Friday. Thank you all for tuning in and listening to some of the music. Sí. Yofi. And that was from Mr. Pancho Sanchez. And of course, that's called Sonando. And the cha-cha-cha there, it's actually a cha-cha-cha, more so closer to kind of Montuno cha-cha-cha. But what I'm going to be playing for you next is the boogaloo cha-cha-cha. So you can hear the difference in the rhythm. But they are both cha-cha-cha as we're known. But before I do that, though, I want to say, once again, thank you and Happy New Year to everybody who is listening in. And of course, if you guys can share it, that'd be great because, we want to get into Sunday here as a relaxing day with some groovy music that I like to share with you. And this next album is from Raf Robos, and it's called Taking Over Conquistando in Spanish. The track is called... What is the track called? Yes, there you go. The track is called Taking Over. So enjoy this beautiful boogaloo cha-cha-cha.
We're taking it over.
All right, let's tune in for more boogaloo. Boogaloo. That's a good blending of that previous track. And this one is from Pete Terrace, Boogaloo. And it's called It's Boogaloo Time. Boogaloo time. That's right.
Ay, qué sabrosa, mamá.
And there you have it, Boogaloo time. And that was from Pete Terrace. And of course, he is known for the Boogaloo legend, one of the legends, at least anyway, from what I could tell. And that track called It's Boogaloo Time. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to play for you one more Boogaloo kind of track. And this one, it's from Ozzy Torrance, and it's actually instrumental. It's slightly different than what you guys just heard. I don't even know what I queued up to. Yes, that track is called, actually it's called Ozambu. How interesting. Ozambu. And that was written and arranged by Ozzy Torrance right here in this album. And let's enjoy this. See, what a beautiful track, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. And that's from Ozzy Torrance. Um, so Hung was playing his sets previously, and he shared with you guys some of the records he picked up at local stores. Unfortunately for me, where I live in Ottawa, Canada, we don't have many record stores that sell Latin music or you know any kind of Latin music. So when you go into the store, it's probably one or two that I see. But this one here, it's an interesting album that I when I saw and I picked it up, and it's actually all flamenco, excuse me, all flamenco music, and it's actually very very beautiful. But on here, there's one track, and it says Guajira, but I don't think it's very much Guajira. I mean, it's still very rich in flamenco music, but at least the guitar and the clapping and all of that stuff. But I want to share with you. It might be a little bit odd to the ears, but just to show what kind of Latin music or Latin Spanish records that they sell at my local store. So bear with me on this track. If you like it, great. If you don't, there will be some other tracks coming up for your enjoyment. But I just want to share this with you. Ole! Ole! And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's classified as Guajira, but I hear more flamenco than Guajira in there. But it's great. It reminds me of actually. Here's a question for everybody: who here have seen a live flamenco show? I actually had an opportunity to see it in Sevilla, in Spain, I would say a few years ago. But my God, it quite an experience. Actually, we went for dinner and nice small little spot on a touristy site. It's not quite touristy actually. It's behind the dark alley and whatnot. But we found a spot and it's beautiful dinner and show. It was fantastic. Loved it. So that was my first live flamenco experience. So that was fantastic. But they have, if you guys, I mean, like everybody here love music and dances, whatnot. We have a curious mind one way or the other, and I'm very sure you guys have seen it live. And if you haven't, I highly recommend it and put that on your to-do list. All right, up next, I am sharing with you this classic cha-cha-cha rhythm. And it's actually from Ramon Marquez and his orchestra, and the track is called Cha-Cha-Cha. Okay? Cha-cha-cha. was it. And Sanji, to answer your question, this track is called Cha 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 Okay. And that one was by Roman Marquez and his orchestra. From this album right here, if you can look it up and you will find that awesome track. I would like to say hello to a few folks who just tune in. And of course, we got DJ Guri from Guelph, Ontario, just tuning in. Happy New Year. And also to Sanya, who just tuning in. I guess she has a new nickname, Miss Flirt. I don't think so, but good for you for having earned that nickname. Welcome aboard. I also want to say hello to Yvonne, as well as Tony Marie, Evera, Pippo Acala, Bienvenido rather. And bienvenue is in French, get mixed up all the time. And as well as Rachel, Lala, and Joe Anderson, who are listening in as well. So happy New Year to everybody, and welcome to this first edition of the Vinilo con Café programming that I do on Sunday. And the whole premises of that is just to play, rhythms and music that allow you to relax, do your things as you pass by your Sunday. And Sunday is a relaxing day, right? So, but if there's some hard-hitting tracks, don't be shy to dance to it and groove to it. So I love to bring the classic sound to our ears, because I don't want us all to forget how it was all started. And especially, the oldies of the cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha has gone way in the, the 20s, 30s, even then. But more so of the Latin kind of cha-cha-cha that we know as it's, passing on. It's more in the late 50s and the 60s. But I love sharing those classic cha-cha-cha with you guys. And likewise for mambo, that I also find interesting too. And those are the time where I guess, music became, varied, if I could use that word. It expanded in different genre, so a musician created all of this subgenre. But I'd like to share with you this next track, and it's a mambo, classic mambo from this album. It's called Taboo, and it's by Ralph Fon and his orchestra, and the track is called El Batallero. See. So, classic mambo. I hope you guys enjoy that. I'm going to loop back later on, not now, of the classic cha-cha-cha. But I want to share with you this album here by Tito Henriquez y su campo. I haven't seen very many DJs who play this album. It's not rare per se, but it's very hardly seen. And I got this record because it's by the cover. To be honest with you, I found it very interesting, and not knowing what the artist is and the type of music that would be on this record, but the majority of the tracks on here are either charanga or pachangas. And this one here is it's an oldie, and I like to share with you, and it's called "Ay Que Rico Amor."
Tu dulce mirar, vidita, amor, me enloquece. Tu dulce mirar, vidita, amor, me enloquece. Yo quiero bailar contigo al baile del sabroso son del merecumbe. Oh, yo quiero bailar contigo al baile del sabroso son del merecumbe. Vidita linda de mi amor, de ti yo quisiera tener tu boca linda de mujer para bailar el merecumbe. Vidita linda de mi amor, de ti yo quisiera tener tu boca linda de mujer para bailar el merecumbe. Vidita linda de mi amor, de ti yo quisiera tener tu boca linda de mujer para bailar este merecumbe. Vidita linda de mi amor, de ti yo quisiera tener tu boca linda de mujer para bailar el merecumbe, para bailar que el merecumbe, que el merecumbe, que el merecumbe, que el merecumbe, para bailar este merecumbe. Vidita linda de mi amor, de ti yo quisiera tener tu boca linda de mujer para bailar el merecumbe. Vidita linda de mi amor, de ti yo quisiera tener tu boca linda de mujer para bailar el merecumbe.
And there you have it, a little bit of classic charanga kind of music for your enjoyment. And that was from Tito Henriquez y su combo. So this next album that I'm sharing with you is actually the first one of the very first records that I have, and this one is actually Guri. If you're still here, I'm not sure. Did you give it to me or did you sell it to me? Anyway, the copy that he either gave it to me or sold it to me has a crack on the first track. So I couldn't play it. We lost, the B1 and the A1 sides of the record as a result. But I want it, and I like the album very much, and because it means friendships between DJ Guri and I. So I went out and bought the same record, but with proper, I guess, state. So it's not crack. So I'm able to actually play both sides. But I want to share with you this one. It's a cha-cha-cha. and it's called Cool Breeze. And of course, this is by Tata Vasquez and his orchestra. And there you have it, a beautiful cha-cha-cha right there, and play out of Guri's one of his favorite records, and he just confirmed that he gave it to me. Yeah, you owe me 2 tracks, buddy, on that album. Giving me a cracked one. It's funny because I actually didn't notice that until a few weeks after that. I say, okay, let's just check out what this record is all about, and then you look it up, and then I can actually move the tear of the record. Nonetheless, but I just want to say thank you for your kind gesture. And that was the first album that you ever gave to me as a gift of our friendship, which I really appreciate. And that gesture carries on because I also do the same thing because, for those who I meet in person, I love to give them a record, one of the records that I have as doubles or some of the records that I enjoy. And, it's a fine gesture to say you are a good person, from one good person to the next good person, the way I looked at it. But Tippett, what a guy. If anything, I put the super glue in it there, and then use a surgical needle and try to groove the records. Nonetheless, this next album I'd like to share with you, it's from Lucho Macedo, and the track I'm playing for you is called Preparing Candela, and it's from this album right here.
Preparen candela, pa' afinar los cueros. Preparen candela, pa' afinar los cueros. Todos los negritos que quieran gozar, que traigan los cueros minera para guarachar. Preparen candela, pa' afinar los cueros. Preparen candela, pa' afinar los cueros. Allí en el bate donde va a esperar, pa' formar la fiesta sabrosa con el mayoral. ¡Vaya! Preparen candela, pa' afinar los cueros. Hay todos los negritos de ahora preparan candela. Preparen candela, pa' afinar los cueros. Pa' afinar los cueros, que baila con Lucho Macedo. Preparen candela, pa' afinar los cueros.
All right, don't forget, we got DJ Minis coming up next. So be sure to tune in. So you're going to run another 2 hours. More music for Sunday.
Preparen candela, minera buena, preparen candela, pa' afinar los cueros.
All right. So about the records that cracked, I actually bought another records that I had the same thing. The seller who sold it to me, didn't tell me about the records being cracked, and actually that was from Sonia Lopez, and I paid good monies for it. And then after discovery, and I talked to him and say, yeah, why you show me records that it's cracked on both sides. Rendering the A1 and B1 tracks useless, and I told him you can't do that. Anyway, he refunded me entirely, and eventually I got the album free. But because there are 2 good tracks of the size A1 and B1, I went out and bought another record for a lot cheaper. So it's just me, when I have a record that is ruined or destroyed, I like to, replace it with something else, that different, better condition. So that was the second one that I have in terms of cracked records. This next album that I want to share with you, and this is the public service announcement for all those who want to get this one, Sonora Veracruz. And of course, these 2 albums here is actually pretty much the same. Now, the difference is that the one on my left, The one on my left is the reverse in the camera I'm looking at. The one on my left, which I'm shaking right here, actually has more tracks, 2 extra tracks to be specific. And it's released by Musart, the record label Musart. But they pretty much have the same. So if you buy this album from Oasis, the record label, you will miss 2 tracks. Now, the thing with a record is that, more tracks on a record, lesser of the sound quality because everything is compressed. Got to make space, make room, so the the wavelength of the groove is getting smaller. So this extra tracks on this record here, even though it has 2 extra, sound quality wise, it's not the best. But this one here is equally as good. Anyway, just so you know, right here. You see the difference? The one with the full picture has extra tracks. The one without has 2 tracks missing from the album. So that's for those who are interested in wanting to know. And the track I'm sharing with you is called El Ridiculo.
Critican de ti, critican de mí, que nuestro cariño es muy desigual, que tú eres mejor, que yo soy el peor, que es un ridículo nuestro amor. Ridículo es vivir sin amor, tú quiéreme bien y san se acabó. Te adoran de hablar, hablar por hablar, que es un ridículo nuestro amor. Quiéreme más, que tú me quieras, yo veo este mundo a mis pies rodar. Quiéreme más, que mientras que tú me quieras, yo veo este mundo a mis pies rodar. Yo veo este mundo a mis pies rodar. Quiéreme más, que mientras que tú me quieras, yo veo este mundo a mis pies rodar. Quiéreme más, que mientras que tú me quieras, yo veo este mundo a mis pies rodar.
And that was a beautiful track, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. So that is from Sonora, Veracruz. This next album is from Tito Allen. I cannot believe it, but I haven't played this album on Discog. I'm very sure many of you guys have it. But the track is called Festival de Soneros. And here we go.
La rumba se ha formado muy fuerte en el solar. Ya llegan los soneros deseosos de cantar. Uno dice yo soy el sonero mayor, otros quítate pana, llegó salsa y control. Que venga más picante, allá sigue el sabor. Ahí soneros van y vienen cantando lo mejor. a ese bebé yo voy, su salsa no me pierdo, pues es el festival de todos los soneros. Soy sonero, sonero, ay sonero, sonerazo, échame la rumba que yo voy al paso. Soy sonero, sonero. Si traje la fuerza de mis camiones, ahora traigo fuerza nuclear, cuidado señores. Soy sonero, sonero. Ay, pa' que afinquen, yo les canto un son sonerito, oye bien mi inspiración. Soy sonero, sonero. Oye bien esto, sonero. Otra vez. Ahí. Soy sonero, sonero. 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 Ay, sonerito, ya te falta agilidad, ¿qué te pasa? Atrás tú te vas a quedar. Soy sonero, sonero. Canta loco de contento, mas tu salsa no tiene alimento. Soy sonero, sonero. Qué alegre, un sonerito así, va cantando, manicero, mani, mani. Soy sonero, sonero.
Tito Allen. Beautiful track. See, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Next up is this album from Rafael Caraballo. And the track that I'm sharing with you is called Te Están Velando. And let's enjoy this.
¿Sabes tú? Dice que en Cuba nació la comba, dice que en Cuba se hace la rumba, y que de Cuba salen los ritmos más sabrosones para bailar. Es verdad, fue la reina de la alegría, fue la reina de las maracas, de los cencerros y del timbal. Aunque yo soy borincano, dedico esta canción a Cuba bella, porque Borinquen y Cuba son quiera de un mismo suelo. A Cuba yo la idolatro y a mi Borinquen la quiero. Mi novia es una cubana y como a Cuba la quiero, pero llegando a Borinquen por ella yo vivo y muero, porque Borinquen y Cuba son quiera de un mismo suelo. A Cuba yo la idolatro y a mi Borinquen la quiero. La tierra de Borinquen, donde he nacido yo, es un jardín florido de manco primor, porque Borinquen y Cuba son tierra de un mismo suelo. A Cuba yo la idolatro y a mi Borinquen la quiero. son tierra de un mismo suelo. A Cuba yo la idolatro y a mi Borinquen la quiero. Porque Borinquen y Cuba son tierra de un mismo suelo. A Cuba yo la idolatro y a mi Borinquen la quiero.
Oop. I guess I was too busy trying to queue up the next track. End up not able to hear what was the other one. Now that would have been a terrible mistake for the dance floor, I suppose. So excuse me for being silent on the air for a couple of seconds right there. So this next track I like to share with you from this album. And it's actually, believe it or not, but it says the director of music is from Jesus Cunendo. And of course, you know that album, Cunendo album, it's one of the very, very expensive record. But this one is called Puerto Rican Jazz. And the track that I'm sharing with you, it's called Perdón. And it's a nice little jazz kind of, tune. Listen to the saxophone on this one here. It just pure magic. All right, you know what? I completely messed that up, and I totally apologize for that. What had happened? Thank you for that buzz there, Hung. I look up at you and I see you calling, and then I look up and I say there got to be something wrong here. But anyway, I apologize. That's back-to-back silence. This Ellen, this is silence mode here on COVID's party. The first, but I want to restart the track because it's a beautiful track and I want you guys to hear it. So give me 1 second to cue this up. All right, take two. Once again, you're listening to a Mess Up Salsa Gym today. And let's enjoy the Sunday here, shall we? And just say that you didn't experience that silence on air. Nathan, this is the saxophone I was trying to play for you. there you have it. So once again, I apologize and to have gone into silence over the airwave. You know, those are the worst of all, the radio's most fearful thing, being silent on air, live. But I hope you guys enjoyed that track, and it's called Pedon. And it's a very interesting track. As I say earlier, the musical directors from this album is Jesus Conedo. And as you know, a very, very, how would I say that, an artist in high demand for the albums that he released. I think I have this official reissue of his. But the trumpet on there is by Elias Lopez. And you guys know Elias Lopez, a very, very talented musician, he himself. And the saxophone that you just heard solo there, that was Hector Venero. And another bunch of very well-known, like on the drums, Jimmy Rivera. So there you have it. People paying crazy for this album before it became known or whatnot. I think I bought it for $50 or not. Great, nice little jazz album. Great to have if you guys looking for it. There are a few other nice tracks on there too. It reminds me a little bit like Steve Porchy or even Doc Beavers kind of music, but you know, the jazzy kind of thing. So here is the album that strange in many ways. The first thing about it is that it's nothing strange being red wax. But what's strange about this record is that it's play from the center outward. That's right. So the first track is the last track inside of a normal record that you would find. So it play backwards. It spins the same rotation, but the groove it's reversed so that it goes outward towards the end of the record, the outer side. But it's very interesting. I love it. And this one is by Ray Barreto, and he's calling it Pachanga in Percussion. The track that I am sharing with you is called Pachanga Bara Baya.
No quiero nada, lo que quiero es gozar, lo que en una pachanga que yo quiero bailar. Yo no quiero nada, lo que quiero es gozar, lo que en una pachanga que yo quiero bailar. Yo no quiero nada, lo que quiero es gozar, lo que en una pachanga que yo quiero bailar. Yo no quiero nada, lo que quiero es gozar, lo que en una pachanga que yo quiero bailar. Yo vine a bailar, yo vine a gozar, si se forma el lío no me digan nada. Me gusta bailar un son sabrosón, con mucha sandunga pa' mi vacilón. Yo no quiero nada, lo que quiero es gozar, lo que en una pachanga que yo quiero bailar. Yo no quiero nada, lo que quiero es gozar, lo que en una pachanga que yo quiero bailar. Yo no quiero nada, lo que quiero es gozar, lo que en una pachanga que yo quiero bailar. Yo no quiero nada, lo que quiero es gozar, lo que en una pachanga que yo quiero bailar. Yo vine a bailar, yo vine a gozar, si se forma el lío no me digan nada. Me gusta bailar un son sabrosón, con mucha sandunga pa' mi vacilón. Yo no quiero nada, lo que quiero es gozar, lo que en una pachanga que yo quiero bailar. Yo no quiero nada, lo que quiero es gozar, lo que en una pachanga que yo quiero bailar. Yo no quiero nada, lo que quiero es gozar, lo que en una pachanga que yo quiero bailar. nada, lo que quiero es gozar, porque en una pachanga que yo quiero bailar.
There you go. So you see, it's at the back here. I better stop because otherwise the needle gonna drop right at the end of the record right there. But interesting record that it plays from the center, pin all the way outward. First ever, and I believe DJ Guri has this album and a record as well, and he was fascinated about it actually. Just like a little kid in this candy store. Wow. But there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I have a couple more tracks before we all going to tune into DJ Minis for her 2-hour set right after me on the 12 o'clock Eastern time. So be sure to tune in and listen to her beautiful music. So I will see you guys in the chat room for sure after my set. But this one here is another one that I haven't played for you guys on COVID, and it's from Paquito Guzman, and the album title is called Peligro. The track is called Mintiendo se Hana Más.
Suena más clara y mi canción más emotiva, y en mi rostro hay alegría y el corazón en mi pecho late con más armonía por haberme liberado de alguien que no me quería. Al despertar de este sueño y vivir la realidad, mi alma, mi pobre alma no ha cesado de llorar por el tiempo que perdimos, con quien no ha correspondido y no ha sabido apreciar. Y un grito desde mi alma que no lo puedo callar. Viva el amor de mentira, viva la eterna maldad. La verdad nadie la entiende, la verdad de nada vale, mintiendo se gana más, mintiendo, mintiendo, mintiendo se gana más. La verdad nadie la entiende, nadie dice la verdad.
Vive el amor de mentira, mintiendo se gana más.
Que vivan los embusteros que mienten por vacilar.
Vive el amor de mentira, mintiendo se gana más.
Mintiendo paso la vida, porque así yo gozo más.
Vive el amor de mentira, mintiendo se gana más.
Vive el amor de mentira, viva la eterna maldad.
Vive el amor de mentira, mintiendo se gana más.
Mintiendo, 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 yo seguiré sin parar.
Vive el amor de mentira.
And there you have it. Apparently playing the second time this whole morning. So let's see who's going to be playing that track again today. It'd be interesting. So this next track here is another album. I actually, if I can recall it correctly, I played for you guys once. Probably at the first few weeks of the COVID party. But this track is called La Revolución de Cristo, and it's by John Otis, copyright 1973. So shush, I better put on a slower one because otherwise Facebook gonna kick me out. But it's a great track, nice guaguanco, and here you go.
Paz y amor, mi hermano. Guerra de amor. Las palabras son las malas, sí señor. Traigo la verdad. Guerra de amor. La cruzada cristiana, regimiento invencible, reclutando soldados para la nueva generación. Es la revolución de Cristo. Es la revolución de Cristo. A Cristo nunca lo he visto, pero nunca he visto el viento y lo siento. Es la revolución de Cristo. Es la revolución de Cristo. Esta es la nueva generación de la paz y del amor. Ay, mi hermano. Es la revolución de Cristo. Es la revolución de Cristo. Unidos de la mano, sin odio ni rencores, pero con salsa. Es la revolución de Cristo. Es la revolución de Cristo. Lo vi clarito en un sueño, que del cielo todo iba a bajar. Es la revolución de Cristo. Es la revolución de Cristo. Los santos van a ayudarme y a todo el mundo voy a ayudar, digo yo. Es la revolución de Cristo. Es la revolución de Cristo.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that beautiful track, just like Hang say. Primitivo Isu Orchestra from Dominican Republic. Beautiful, beautiful track, and that was the only track. Actually, there's another chachacha track on there, but the rest are all merengues. And lucky that I picked that up, and beautiful two tracks on there. So those are the kind of actually albums that I love buying because it's cheap. It's cheap in a way that it has one good track, and sometimes you discover if there's another track. But often enough, a lot of good track usually on one one album, or one good track on the album, and this is one of them. This next album I am sharing with you, it's from Minique, and it's titled En Blanco y Negro. And I didn't realize how good the music on this album is until until I listened to it a little bit more of it earlier. but I don't think I have played it for you guys. I didn't think I shared with you, nor did I seen anybody playing. If you play it, tell me. But this track is called Bombocito or Bomboncito, rather.
Yo tengo una boricua que es un bombón. Claro que sí. Yo tengo una boricua que es un bombón. Mi bombón sí que es un bombón. Ay, mi bombón sí que es un bombón. Digo que es un bomboncito porque mi pollito se deja querer. Ella es muy dulce y es mi tesoro. Yo le he entregado todo mi ser. Yo tengo una boricua que es un bombón. ¡Qué linda! Yo tengo una boricua que es un bombón. Mi bombón sí que es un bombón. Bombón, 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 sí que es un bombón. Esa boricua es mi dueña, mi corazón sueña por su dulce amor. Con sus caricias me entrega toda su alma llena, llena de placer. Yo tengo una boricua que es un bombón. Yo tengo una boricua que es un bombón. Yep. Ajá. Esa boricua me quiere porque yo soy su mamito. Es un pedacito de mi alma, yo soy su terroncito. Que no necesito azúcar para endulzar mi cafeíto. En mi corazón, en mi corazón tuyo enterito. Que cuando la tengo en mis brazos, mi corazón palpita liguerito. Mi bombón, mi bombón, mi bombón, mi bombón, bombón.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was my second last song for the set today on this Vinilo con Café programming. Of course, every Sunday I'm going to be here playing for you some of the tracks. Hard to listen to, hard to dance to, but easy to listen. That kind of music as you get through your day. So I'm coming down to my last track here. And before I play it, I want to say thank you all. Good morning, Happy New Year to everybody who has been tuning in and listening to me. But at the same time, I want to also say that coming up, we got DJ Minis for her 2 hours. Of course, more musical. And as we all know, DJ Minis and her champagne sister, Renata, not too sure if she's going to be making an appearance, but be sure to tune in. So this next album here, of course, is from Pimienta. Sorry. I didn't realize how good this record is until I heard it from somebody who played on COVID Party, probably the first or second week of the COVID Party. And then I say, hey, I have that album. And it was stashed in my sort of kind of lower tier of, my record shelf here. But every track on this one here is wow. And I say to myself, why did I put that in a different tier, different classification category of music again? But beyond me. So this track I'm sharing with you called Eterna Adoración. And I hope you guys enjoy this last beautiful hard-hitting guaguancó. And until then, have yourself a very good New Year. All the best. And we'll see you soon in DJ's mini set coming up. Bye.
Es amor. Cuando escuches en la calma de la noche la vibración lejana de mi voz, modulando al compás de mi guitarra, con el eco de mi ardiente corazón. Si acaso duermes y en tu sueño escuchas el lívido sonar de mi canción, será la realidad de tu conciencia. Si hablando en sueños me recuerdas con amor, cuando duermas en tu tranquilo lecho, yo seré de tu sueño el resplandor. Tú eres el ángel de mi guarda mientras duerma, pero hoy dormida tu guardián soy yo. Si acaso oyes que mi voz se apaga en un desmayo lánguido de amor, evocando tu nombre con ternura, te juraré eterna. Evocando tu nombre con ternura, te juraré eterna adoración. Con cariño, Juvenal. Te bajaré las estrellas y las pondré a tus pies. Te juraré mi amor, eterna adoración. Y cuando dormida estés, yo seré tu velador. Te juraré mi amor, eterna adoración. Es mi amor tan puro y limpio, yo te doy mi corazón.
See. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy this track as well, the set. We got more music for you coming up with DJ Minis. I'll be back again tomorrow for my usual Monday night Salsa at the Mill online edition. So be sure to tune in and check out.
Yo te adoro y te siempre haremos el amor y seré tu resplandor. Eres tú mi rosa, rosa esplendorosa, siempre tan maravillosa. Te daré toda la vida, yo por siempre te tendré. Te juraré mi amor, eterna adoración. Te juraré mi amor, eterna adoración.
All right. Have a good one, everybody. All the best.